Hi there, students. Nickel and dime. Okay, you can use this as an adjective and you can use it as a verb as well, which is interesting. Okay, this is an American phrase. If something is nickel and dime, it's a small time operation. It's something cheap, something on a small scale, something involving small amounts of money. Yeah. Um, so, yeah, he bought the car from a nickel and dime used car salesman. Their operation is nickel and dime. It's small time. It's not on a big scale. Okay, so nickel and dime, a nickel and dime operation, something that's not important. Yeah, he's always getting involved in nickel and dime disputes. Unimportant, yeah, small scale and not really relevant, so very little importance. Yeah. Are there any important matches this week in the Football League? No, they're all nickel and dime games. They're all unimportant games of little importance. There's none of the contenders for the championship are playing. Okay, so something that's small time. It's not very significant. Um, yeah, he was unable to find himself a good job and could only find nickel and dime employment. Yeah, a temporary job here for a few days, which was badly paid. Okay, now let's move on to, well, I was going to say let's move on to the verb. Yeah, to nickel and dime somebody. You know, when you go somewhere or stay in a hotel or use a budget airline and they're constantly charging you for little things. Yeah. Everything is extra. It's not much, but all of these nickel and dime charges, insignificant charges, add up. And this means is the idea of to nickel and dime somebody. Um, let's see, very definitely, having flown on budget airlines, they're always trying to nickel and dime you to get money for everything. Yeah. You want to sit on a comfortable in a comfortable chair. That's an extra euro. You want some water. That's €3. Okay, and this is the idea of to nickel and dime somebody, to be constantly charging them little things. Yeah, small fees, small taxes, small expenses, and if you add them all together, it's quite a lot of money. Let's see, banks and phone companies. I think they're both notorious for this. Banks love to nickel and dime you. Yeah, there was a charge of 10 cents per transaction, plus something else for this and plus something else for that. Or with phone companies, you have this contract, but it's not all inclusive. Yeah. Every SMS you've got to pay extra for. Every time you connect to the internet, you've got to pay extra for. This is the idea of to nickel and dime. Now, also, you can actually use to nickel and dime, meaning to wear somebody down, to tire them out in little bits by complaining continuously. So he's always nickel and diming my projects with small corrections, with small criticisms, which they're not relevant, but after a while it just starts to wear me down. Okay, so yeah, I think maybe we spend our lives being nickeled and dimed by everything. Yeah. There's the property tax, the sales tax, the income tax. The government's constantly trying to nickel and dime me. Yeah, they just nickel and diming us to death. Okay, so formality. This informality, I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 to 4 informality. Use in an informal conversation. Yeah, I guess you could just about use it in a semi-formal conversation, but I don't think much more. And then as to origin, well, a nickel is a 5-cent coin in the United States because it's made of nickel, and a dime is a 10-cent coin. So they're always charging you 5 cents and 10 cents for this. And the idea actually comes from a nickel and dime store which is a shop where everything they used to sell either cost 5 or 10 cents. Yeah. Um, I'm sure you've seen something similar. There used to be a €1 store or Poundland or things like that. Well, that's the origin of nickel and dime stores. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Nickel and dime.